Welcome back to Emilysgame, friends. Today is Friday. This is the first day since Monday that I've been able to get the game to work. Ever since my last episode, nothing's loading. But it's finally working. I went through everything I could come up with to make it work. I hope it stays working. I'm not going to chance it. We're going to record this and see what happens. Guys, I hope you enjoy this. Don't forget to like and subscribe as we progress along. Ask me questions in the comments, and let me know how you're doing with the Shattered Space DLC. Let's get into it. Our next mission under the Shattered Space questline is Talk to Aker. So we're going to go find him. Got my girl Andreja there. Go tell my wife Sarah. Okay, I guess I didn't need to travel. I was already there.
Salutations.
Word. Oh, I don't need to wait for her, but come on, get in here. To the morning level.
So,
Valley Kalima.
Nothing. Let's just go home.
Alana, you were just complaining about there being nothing to do at home.
No, you're the one that wanted to play.
Yeah, because you wouldn't stop complaining. So, are we gonna play again or what?
No. It's no fun when it's just us three.
Should I offer to play with them?
Hi, I'm Mila. I'm Avali.
And I'm Alana. We're bored. Bored.
Yeah, and our parents won't play with us. I mean, Alana and I's parents. Mila doesn't have parents anymore.
Ivali?
It's terrible.
Oh, sorry, Mila. It's okay, really. I've been trying to keep these two entertained, but I guess I'm not doing the best job. Would you like to play a game of hide and seek with us? Please, please! It's no fun playing with just these two. They always pick the same places to hide.
This sounds fun. Let's do it.
Great! How fun! Now, just wait here a bit so we have a chance to hide. Count down from 10 or something. Ha! You'll never find us!
I can't move. There we go. I know one of them came in here. No, that's the elevator. Oh man, this might be more difficult than I thought. Take the high ground. I don't even know where to possibly look.
I pray that the Great Serpent will deliver us from our hardship soon.
Indeed. I mean, this is not fun. Where'd those little shits go? Wait a minute. I took that elevator. Wasn't I?
You truly have no shame, Amin. No shame at all. What you have done goes beyond disgrace.
Guys, we wanted new quests and side quests. Here they are.
You should be hanging your head in shame. But instead, here you are, acting like a common fool.
Borhal, calm down. Do not do this here.
How shameful of you to have these outbursts. Oh my, what would poor mother and father think?
You will speak not of mother and father, you sloughing bastard. No shame. No shame at all.
What? What do you want? This does not concern you.
But I am the
Please accept
chosen.
my apologies. I caught my brother attempting to do something unspeakable, and I could not contain my anger.
Oh yes, go on. Invite a total stranger into our family squabbles.
This is no squabble, you pompous fool. What you have done today is abhorrent. I can forgive stealing my money or pawning my valuables. What I cannot abide, however, is you attempting to some mother's urn with her remains still within.
I have done many things I am not proud of, but I have never stooped as low as that.
You tell him, girl.
I was drunk, I did not know. All of those vases appeared the same.
It is an urn, not a vase, you ignoramus. And you were the one who chose it when Mother passed away. I am tired of your shamelessness, and I am done bearing what should be your indignity. Do you hear me? I am done. You have gone too far this time, Amila, and I cannot bear the humiliation of being your brother any longer. I challenge you to a duel. Danica shall be my second.
What? Are you mad?
Borhall, are you sure? There is already so much death in the city. What good would this do? There has to be another way.
Too late, Danica. He has issued his challenge. I accept. I, in fact, look forward to it.
Yeah.
You shall be my second.
Oh, like hell. Second is a second in time. Or it's a 2. Is it 1 or 2? Sorry. Yeah, I ain't doing this shit.
No. I believe we have just passed the point of no return.
I would not have proposed the duel unless I were fully committed to it. I am well past the point of compromising.
Our job is to make preparations and ensure fairness on both sides. We shall have different duties between the two of us, but our aim is to prepare the site of the duel, weapons, ceremonies, and discourage any ambushes.
Well, ponder it for a moment. If I win, I shall inherit Borhall's wealth and valuables. I can reward you massively for your efforts.
Amila's word does not count for much, but mine does. I understand if you are cautious to accept this responsibility, but I will see to it that you are rewarded justly no matter the outcome.
I don't know, guys. This sounds terrible.
Oh, that will pose a problem. You see, Borhall is a stickler for tradition. Apologies, dear brother, but it seems that your precious duel will have to wait, as I have no second to aid me.
It is true that the duel cannot commence until Amila acquires a second. This delay may be significant, as Amila has no one willing to aid him, including you, I suppose. I assure you, you will be rewarded greatly if you do this, no matter the outcome, so I expect you will change your mind. I ask that you do so quickly. Do you truly have no shame, Amila? No shame at all. What you have done goes beyond disgrace. It is morbid, disgusting. You should be hanging your head in shame, but instead here you are, acting like a common fool.
Yeah.
Borhall, calm
I don't want to
down.
do that quest.
Do not do
Just
this.
trying to survive one more day.
How shameful of you to have these outbursts.
Duel. I guess we can come back to it later. But yeah, it might be a thing where you can actually get them to,
Oh my, what would poor mother and father...
you know, not do it. But I don't want to do that. Pirate or not.
Whatever you may think of this place, there is no question of the influence that Jinan Baron had here.
I wonder why they have, like, turrets. turret there. And there. I thought I saw another one down that way. I wonder if like creatures come from there. Back to the children. Are you supposed to ask people?
I am trying to keep strong, but I fear I may be losing.
No, Andreja, what are we supposed to do? I just realized I've never looked at the map for here. Check it out. There's that ship. Looks like there's something broken off on the top. Ding. Oh my god. I don't know where those kids are. Okay, well that's an activity. I'm sure we'll figure out as time progresses. We'll probably stumble across them. Check this out. The city is destroyed. Right? Look at these rocks. And just there's ruins all through here. It's crazy. This road just kind of ends. Did they ever say how many were lost? Did they maybe just not know? Oh man, we got some exploring to do. Yeah. What those are? Kind of water treatment plants, maybe? Alright, I'm getting into the weeds. Guess it looks like a new POI type. Oh, this is great. Alright, I'm going to not follow that activity for the moment. We're going to get back to talk to Aker. I know I was on my way to. The boss.
Things they expect me to accomplish.
Quit reading Tale of Two Cities. I know that's what you're doing. Yeah, that's what you're doing. Come on. Am I not that interesting? Talk to me, damn it. You won't talk to me. There he is.
Look who it is. You have made quite a stir. And given the state of things, that is a singular accomplishment. To what do I owe the honor, Armiger?
Malibor says the work on the mooring device must be proceed.
Well, well. Progress, at last. Then your arrival is even more momentous than I'd believed. I will spare you much of the technical detail, as I confess that pieces of it I barely understand myself. One cannot help but notice the energy field around the scaled citadel. Until we can get through it, we cannot shut down the experiment inside, and it has proved quite impossible to get through.
Ooh, it's gonna get
had the beginnings of a plan to build a makeshift contraption to redirect grav drive energy to see if we could penetrate the barrier, but the project came to a halt. Politics got in the way.
This seems like the one time to set politics aside.
Every one of the houses needs to contribute, and everyone realized they could potentially use it for leverage. What should have been a cooperative effort turned contentious. easy decisions became negotiations. And so, construction never began. We have sat here, staring at this disaster as supplies pile up for well over a week now. Serpent help us, it is infuriating. Indeed. All must serve. I believe I've done enough complaining for now. Time to get to work. If you're here, the council has likely sent word to the houses that it's time to stop the infighting. I doubt it will be enough. I need to oversee construction here, make sure things are built to specifications. If you could follow up with the houses, that may speed up the process.
Shouldn't have to.
Lately, we have all needed to be comfortable with doing things outside our usual responsibilities. You are one of us now, and are no different. All must serve, remember? House Vetol owes us access codes for the city power grid. It's the only way to guarantee enough power to activate the device. House Kadik was supposed to provide a young scientist named Sahima to help me. She had at least some experience with the original Citadel experiment. No idea why they refused to send her. And Hasmek, the new elder of House Dulkef, he has been distant, guarded. He claims to have vital information about an important component of the experiment, but has withheld it until now. Help me get what we need, and we will see what we can do for the Speaker, and for House Varun. And I may have something that can help you in whatever trials the Serpent puts before you as we navigate this. We have been nearly overwhelmed with all that has happened over the last few weeks, but I have still spent some time doing my own research when I can. These phantoms, the vortex. Fascinating subject, really. If only there were some less disastrous way we could have discovered all this. I know. I have lost friends and colleagues myself. We have encountered several interesting phenomena. First, while the phantoms shift to a fully human form when killed, they often retain small shards that appear to be an almost crystallized version of vortex energy. Second, we have learned that killing the phantoms sometimes causes an even greater disturbance. Horrors, as they have been colloquially termed, can appear from somewhere. We are unsure of their origin, but it is not within our universe. These horrors and their spawn are infested with cysts, a seemingly organic manifestation of vortex energy. We have managed to collect enough to run experiments and have devised a method of combining them into an explosive mixture with varying properties. While they have no use in the development of the morning device, if you find yourself out in the field, I believe they could have more practical applications.
Understood.
The process is simple enough that any industrial workstation should suffice, if you have the materials. And, depending on how you combine said materials, you may find the results to be somewhat variable. I hope you can use that to your advantage.
We can now craft grenades using vortex shards.
Yes, depending on how much trouble you're getting into. We have been nearly overwhelmed with all that has happened over the last few weeks, but I have still spent some time doing my own research when I can. These phantoms, the vortex. Fascinating subject, really.
We've already talked about that. Okay. Good info. We have to go align the houses, and we can also now make grenades, which is awesome. Using our shards. Also got, check it out, Poison Assassin's Rune Shimmers. Epic melee weapon. It's like carbon steel or that's pretty cool looking. Guys, we finally got a sword without using a mod. I love it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. I can't wait to use that. That's gonna be fun.
We need the house elders to see beyond their pride.
Let's go see these cadix.
This area is lucky to be unaffected.
Lucky? Oh, that brings up a good point. What if this was like somebody knew this could happen to some degree and they have something that's actually repelling it away from this? Probably not. I'm just gonna...
Our physical house was spared at the incident.
Into your house.
If that doesn't show favor, I don't know.
This is exactly the impression we don't want to give.
Please, Jamal. Don't you see how all this works in our favor? It's not up for discussion. I won't risk what we've worked so hard to achieve. It's done.
No, you'd risk our future and reputation as a house. But you are the chosen elder.
Don't patronize me. The Great Serpent spared our house. We are favored here. And shouldn't you get back to the council? We can't afford to be absent at a time like this.
I guarantee I'm not missing much. But you're right. I'll be heading back soon enough.
I love her office.
Good to see you.
You as well. Alright, you.
So,
Beans.
Aker has sent our newest armiger to inquire about Sahima. Don't worry. Jamal's already told me all about you. I'm Razma, elder of House Kadik and head of the Ministry of Conjunction.
Kadiks. Not Kadiks. Kadik. I have to remember that.
Well, it's also an honor to meet one as interesting as yourself. I wouldn't have suspected an outsider to be made promised. But who am I to argue with the Great Serpent's choice?
I feel sarcasm in that there. Mm-hmm. When the snake talks, you listen.
I understand, and I can't argue the importance. I know the Council is looking to Sahima for answers, but the truth is, she's been taken, along with other members of the House. They're being held hostage by zealots, and now they're demanding negotiations.
This is a major overreach. I have never known the zealots to be so bold.
The zealots have yet to name specifics. At best, they'll demand an inordinate amount of credits or firearms. Worst case, a seat at the High Council or even the reinstatement of their house. House Maleen. They know we can't risk Sahima for Dazra's sake. So, they won't hold back when it comes to demands. Aha. My thoughts exactly. Normally, I'd have agents doing everything possible to find them. But we too suffered losses. We need to be here. Present. I couldn't risk more lives. It's the only reason I even agreed to these negotiations. But now that you're here, I can finally take action. And that is where the issue lies. I don't know where the zealots are keeping Sahima, but I have a good idea who does. Their name is Merrick. Merrick is a Kadik, and they also work for me as an agent in the Ministry of Conjunction. This is where matters get complicated.
It's not me, it's you.
Indeed, they are. As I said, Merrick works for me in the Ministry of Conjunction. They've been establishing an inside relationship with the Zealots for some time now, on my orders. Forcing them to give up the information could jeopardize all they've worked for. So don't expect them to be forthcoming. Get the information any way you see fit, as long as no physical harm comes to them.
Understood.
See that you do. You'll find Merrick upstairs in the meditation room.
Okay, so they don't know where they're at, but there's somebody here that might. And it's like they're hiding that information, so I find that interesting.
You're no member of House Kadik. What are you doing here?
Whatever I want.
A response like that is either bold or stupid. And for your sake, I hope it's bold. Now, who are you and what do you want?
Fear me, because I am Armiger Emily.
Ah, the heretic turned promised. I was wondering when our paths would cross. So tell me, what would a chosen one such as yourself want with someone like me?
I want nothing. Except that.
Perhaps you need to lay off the Koza, my friend. You're talking nonsense. Absolutely ridiculous. Did she now? I guess this means the High Council is still asking Auntie Razma where Sahima is. And if you're here making demands, she obviously has decided to make use of you rather than undergo sincere negotiations. I see what's going on here. Well, I am one of the few to garner any amount of trust with the Zealots, so she should be. I can't imagine where the Ministry of Conjunction would be without me.
A lot better off, would be my guess.
I do have a natural talent. It's nice to see I'm being properly recognized. I may excel in my skills, but it doesn't mean the hours I put in are any less.
I keep sucking up to him, or do I just, whoop? Alright, I'm gonna keep doing it. Let's get this part over with.
Exactly. There's still research, analysis, documentation. Too much documentation, if you ask me. But altogether, I have the exact talents needed to do this job, which is why I was entrusted with the Zealots in the first place. I admit it hasn't always been easy. They are Zealots, you know. Some days, it takes everything. I can't even tell you how much time and effort it's been to sway the Zealots my way. Not to mention the stress over my own personal well-being. I may be the best at what I do, but I'm not stupid. The Zealots do have the element of unpredictability. I was wondering when your own agenda would come into play. I've worked hard to obtain my position with the Zealots. And like I've told Razma 1,000 times, I have no reason to believe they're going to hurt my dear cousins, especially Sahima. So, as far as I'm concerned, that information stays with me.
Manipulate or persuade? Should have saved it. Right.
You make a good point for an outsider. And perhaps I should take your presence here as a sign.
Here's your
The
sign.
location you're looking for is Shadow Station Epsilon.
It's too easy.
It's an old Varun base that they've taken over for themselves. Rasma will know it. Let her tell you the details, seeing as how I'm about to be reassigned.
Ha ha.
It better.
What a jerk. He really is a dick. I didn't like him. Let me shine this in your eyes here, lady.
You must have gotten the location. Ah, yes, the old Varun military outpost. It's a remnant of the Serpent's Crusade. If my intel is correct, you can find Shadow Station Epsilon in the Badlands, north of Dazra. I can send you the coordinates.
You know, she reminds me of the chick from Ryugen, the one that framed the other chick that I can't remember her name either. The bad girl trying to take over the place. Same character. I can't think of her name, but yeah, it is her. Got my eye on you.
The sooner the better.
We will do whatever is necessary to bring Sahima and the others
Yeah,
back
let's go.
safely.
Now that we have a rescue mission underway, I'll speak to Merrick about setting up the negotiations. I expect them to be pliable after their last encounter with you. The current plan is to hold them at one of the geothermal power stations. Meet us there when Sahima and the others are safe. Good. Serpent willing, your timing will line up. I'll stall the Zealots as long as I can, which shouldn't be an issue. That being said, I'd still appreciate it if you could act quickly. Now, Jamal wants an update before you leave. Just don't let her distract you for too long.
Quickly is... No, it's not my middle name. Where did Andreja go? Alright.
Armiger, a word before you go.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, Armiger,
I like your eyes.
what do you know about the Zealots? An oversimplified observation, but correct nonetheless.
I do try.
The Zealots are widely frowned upon within our society. They're a remnant of the Serpent's Crusade, days we'd like to forget. Has my dear sister given you any history on our house's relations with the Zealots?
You know, the last episode I did was all sorts of talking doing the Serpent's Path. This is the same. I want to get to action.
I'm glad to see you're well-versed in humanity.
And a
Rasma would
human.
have everyone believe she
Sort
only
of.
wishes to keep an eye on the Zealots, so the Council can make informed decisions. The truth is, she's had this particular group of Zealots under her thumb for quite some time. This is only a problem now because she's lost control. That is the real reason why Rasma hasn't informed the High Council, and I'm sworn to silence.
That sounds like an incredibly foolish plan.
Exactly. House Khadik
Well,
already
shit.
has a reputation for being sympathetic to the Zealots. But the truth is far worse. Rasma wants the Zealots to back House Khadik, so the balance of power between the noble houses would shift to us. She's been employing them, paying them in supplies that aid their blind crusade. The Council knows nothing of her work with the Zealots, and I aim to keep it that way. All elders have their own ambitions. I'm certain that's all they see. What none of us expected was the disaster that is the Scaled Citadel. The aftermath is what allowed the Zealots to grab Sahima and the others, flipping the balance of power in their favor. Razma has lost control and is putting House Kadik's reputation and power at risk. And that's what I wish to speak to you about. House Kadik shouldn't be associating with Zealots at all, except on an extermination level.
All right, now we're talking.
But worse, we absolutely cannot be supplying them with ordnance of any kind. We need to cut ties with the Zealots altogether. One would think it's common sense. I want you to put an end to any connections between House Kadik and the Zealots.
And the Zealots, got it.
While my position won't allow me to be blunt, I'll still make it clear. Should the hostages not survive, Razma would blame the Zealots and cut all ties.
An extreme sacrifice for the sake of your house.
Those few lives will be nothing compared to the lives the Zealots will take if House Kadik continues to supply them. Sacrificing them would open my sister's eyes, quelling any sympathy and desire to work with the Zealots. Once Razma no longer sees the Zealots as an ally, the rest will soon follow. What we need is Sahima's research, which she has with her. You just need to bring it back.
Damn.
Think about it if you must. But if you care about your people, you'll come to the same conclusion as I have. And when you do, just know that we can't afford any loose ends. No witnesses.
That's easy.
As far as everyone else is concerned, the hostages were dead when you arrived, and you exacted revenge in House Kadik's name. Zealots are unpredictable, and their passion to their cause often makes them prone to violence. Whether the Zealots believe it or not matters little, but Razma certainly will.
Yeah.
I trust you'll make the right decision. Until then, I'll see you at the negotiations.
Oof. Talk about an overreach. Wow, that sucks, you guys. We're going to have to off some people to make this house better. I have a lot of problem with that. I'm not doing that. As far as I'm concerned, we'll just get rid of that house of Zealots and be done with it. Alright, listen, this is turning into a really long episode, and unfortunately it's been mostly talking again. So we're going to end this one here, and I'm going to go ahead and immediately kick off the next one while I got the game working, so I'm hoping it keeps working indefinitely. But, you know. Guys, I love you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I do hope you're enjoying Shattered Space. I hope you enjoy Starfield in general. So, if you haven't tried Shattered Space, I think it's worth playing. The storylines are great, and obviously, as you can see, they've added a pretty epic one here, I think. I can't wait to see this through. And as you noticed, we have been seeing other side quests pop up. And so far, we have seen several for the Shattered Space content in general, the storyline there. We've got the duel, we've got this scientific method, and we've picked up an activity for finding these 3 kids. It's a hide-and-seek game, which is good. I mean, struggling to find stuff before the DLC came out. Now we're going to probably find stuff everywhere. So dig in, have fun. If you don't want to play and you just want to watch, I will keep producing content for every quest I come across. And again, like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next episode. I love you guys. Take care. Have a good night. Bye.